The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, Ron here at Ablesys. Welcome to the webinar. We'll go over the AbleTrend results from today and recently. We'll look at the charts, show you exactly the best way to use it, where to buy, where to sell, where to put your stop loss, and the no trade zones that tell us don't do anything. Just you don't want to be in the market at that time. It's just too high risk. It's probably going to just go sideways or be choppy. So we'll take a look at the different charts. And we'll jump in right now. So let's do it. It's the same colors and dots and the same trading rules, no matter what chart you look at. So if you can read a daily, weekly stock chart, which is what I have here, we're going to check back on Lulu, which AbleTrend had a buy signal on it about a month ago. Just wanted to check back on that for anybody who took advantage of that. It's the same colors and dots, it's the same rules, and it's the same accuracy. So some people use AbleTrend for longer-term stock trades, for retirement accounts, and that type of thing. Great, or for options. Great. Some people use it for swing trading. Some people use it for day trading, like on futures or Forex. Great, works just the same for everything. Doesn't favor anything. That's the nice part about it. So I think you like what you see here. It's got an excellent track record for many years, not a lucky month or a lucky year. So the key with AbleTrend are the dots. You've got the smaller dots, which in this case are the daily dots. In your mind, view the dots like a roadblock. If there's an invisible wall there that our AbleTrend algorithm is able to see for us, well, that's a big advantage. The blue dots block or stop the prices from going lower, like you can see here, like you can see here. The red dots is the hidden resistance that stops or blocks the price from going higher, like it did 4 days in a row right over here. And we put those red dots in there 3 days before that even happened. So some really good, valuable inside information. The bigger dot is the weekly dot. This is a daily, weekly guidance chart. We always use 2 time frames combined into one chart. So the bigger dot in this case is the weekly. It only comes in once a week, so obviously you're not going to get a big dot under or above every bar. You're only going to get it once per week. We use AbleTrend 3 for the weekly chart for the higher time frame. We use AbleTrend TS for the daily chart. And as you can see back over here, anybody who had the software back at the beginning of the year here, the end of March, AbleTrend had a very obvious, clear-cut, triple confirmation buy signal. You've got a blue bar. Well, blue means up. Green, by the way, means sideways, and red, of course, means down. So blue, first blue, you get a big dot in the middle, is a buy. First red bar with a red dot is a sell. So we had a blue dot underneath, a daily dot, a weekly dot. So we had double support to block it from going lower in case we're wrong, and I guarantee you there'll be some losing trades. It's not perfect, but the losing trades are always small because we have stop losses in place. Can never, ever lose a lot of money on an AbleTrend trade with the stop loss in place. That just right away cuts down on a lot of our risk. So had buy signal there, and then we're stopped out over here. The buy signal came in at about 86. The stop out is the second lower blue dot under the price. Not the first one, the second step down. Kind of looks like you're walking up steps. It's the second step down. The second level where there's a blue dot. So very simple. We just always lag at the second lower blue dot under the price, not the first one. See these dots? They're all in a row. Then you have one dot here. You've got one next step down, then the next step, 2 more there, then the next step, 2 there, and so on. So we just go 2 steps down. That's all it is. But we, in at 86, out at 96, and then right back in again the next day. Blue bars. Blue small dot, blue big dot, triple confirmation, and here's the key, no red dot above. Because if there's a red dot above, that's a no trade zone. And up and away this one went from 99, we're out over here on the blue or red bar at 124. It's like to have a call option on that one. That's a lot of money on these AbleTrend charts, simply following the signals. Obvious no trade zone here, you got red dots above. you got blue dots below, that's the sufferer telling us back over here, it's going to go sideways. It's going to probably be choppy. It's too much risk. Able trend signals are low risk only. Low risk only. Again, they'll be losing trades. There's no perfect system, and most certainly don't want to mislead anybody. I wouldn't want that done to me. William's asking, can you explain the second level stop? It's just simply I don't know how else to say it, the previous lower blue dot under the price. Not the blue dot under it. See, there's a small blue dot under every price. We don't go on these blue dots. There's where your stop loss would be. The next or the previous lower row of blue dots. That's all it is. You're welcome. Okay, the last signal given over here a month ago when we spoke about it, they have a triple confirmation trade. And again, this could just as well be a euro chart or an S&P mini chart or a bond chart. Same thing, same color, same dots. Doesn't matter what time frames you use. It's always the same rules. So we had a buying signal over here at 128. But everybody who does more longer term trades, stock trades, everybody who had Able Trend a month ago had access to this. 128 was the buy signal. We're at 158 today. If you got a call option on that, anyone who likes to trade options, got yourself a lot of money on this chart. That's $30 a share in 1 month. Stop loss goes there. That is the second lower blue dot under the price, or the previous lower blue dot under the price. No, Essa, this is not the mobile. This is Able Trend 7. The mobile doesn't have the 2 time frames, so you would want to get the Able Trend 7 standalone version. The mobile does not have any of this information. The Able Trend 7 standalone is what everybody uses and what everybody likes because it works so well. That's where you get the guidance chart, the 2 time frames together. So you can get a 1 month trial of Able Trend and just order it right there online. This is exactly what you'll get. Okay, let's look at the euro. It works just as well for Forex. This is a 3-minute, 9-minute chart. We always use 2 time frames that are about 3 times away from each other. That's what we find is optimum and works the best. Well, after an obvious no trade zone over here early this morning, we've got a perfect triple confirmation Able Trend buy signal right there. Blue bar, blue 3-minute, blue 9-minute, no red dot above. Here we go, up and away. Now, let me explain something for people who do have Able Trend. We're switching over. It's just a small tweak, but we've been playing around with this for a few months now, and this is exactly what Jesse uses in the results on the website. Instead of Able Trend 2 on the higher time frame, we're removing Able Trend 2 and we're adding Able Trend TS. So now we use an Able Trend TS on the lower time frame and Able Trend TS on the higher time frame. Well, that makes it easy to remember. It's simply Able Trend TS on both. Now, if you're doing daily, weekly charts, longer term charts, or even weekly, monthly, then we use Able Trend 3 on the higher time frame, like we have before. No change there. But on the intraday charts, again, on the intraday charts only, 1 minute, 3-minute, 3-minute, 9-minute, 10-30, 30-90, whatever you choose, we're going to use Able Trend TS on both time frames. That's all it is. It's a minor tweak. Everything looks the same, but it's a little bit more accurate. That's the best part. It's two reasons. Secondly, you will now get a big red or a big blue dot every third bar. You know, if you remember on Able Trend 2, for users who have it now, there would be periods where there would be no red or blue dot. It'd be just a slight period there. Well, now you will always have a big blue dot or a big red dot, one or the other, every 3 bars, because it's a 3-to-1 ratio. So that's another reason we'll clear up. Some people got a little confused on that and were a little unclear on that. Well, this is going to make it an easier chart to read, and it's more accurate. So we like that. We're always, literally daily, I'm tweaking things. I'm not tweaking things. I'm looking for things to make it more accurate and better. We haven't made a change like this in probably a year. So we take it very serious, and we look into it very closely. We don't just, one day was better, so we make a change. I'm working on another little something that I think I'm going to introduce on the Thursday webinar at this same time. And the Thursday webinar is the advanced webinar for AbleTrend users only. Possibly make another little tweak, and we'll watch it for a couple more days. Again, to make it better, always to make it better, more accurate, easier to use, more profit. That's the bottom line for all of us. We're all using it. We all want to make it better. So all you do is you click on Format Indicator, and when this box pops up where it says AbleTrend 2, remove it right here. Click Remove, and then click on the drop-down box and put a check mark on AbleTrend TS, and click Add. You could also, I like to make the dots a little bit bigger. So on the buy stop, I make the weight a little bigger, and on the sell stop, which are the dots, I make the dots a little bit bigger that way. The way you make them bigger is you click on buy stop, and then click on this, and you just click on the bigger blue dot, and click on sell stop. Don't want to make it. I don't want to open up a million questions or anything. Keep it very simple. Keep it simple. This is a very minor change, but it's an improvement, and that's the key. Again, all you do is you click Format Indicator. You can always call me in the morning. I'm always glad to help, as you know that by now. I'm literally at my desk all day long, 9 hours a day, from Monday to Friday, taking calls and helping everyone. You click Format Indicator. Simply click on AbleTrend AbleTrend 2, and remove it. Click the drop-down box and put a check mark on AbleTrend TS. So you have AbleTrend TS on both charts. Click Add. Again, I like to make the dots a little bit bigger, so I go buy stop, and then sell stop, and then OK. This, as in every webinar, will be recorded and put on the website tomorrow. Oh yeah, I just use a dot instead of an X, Harry. That's fine. If you use an X's, it's the same thing. I use a dot instead of an X. If you want to use an X, perfectly fine. You use an X. I use dots. That's all. That's all it is. Same change for 1 minute, 3 minute, Kyle. Yes, sir. Instead of the 3 minute, which you have AbleTrend 2, we just tweaked it a little bit. Again, these are the results Jesse's been using on the website. We've tested it for a couple of months now, and it's slightly better. It's slightly more accurate, and it's easy to read because you will always get a big dot or a big blue dot or a big red dot, or your big red X or a little X. Same thing. Every third bar. I think you'll find that helpful. Just give me a call tomorrow if you need any help. So on the Euro chart, you can see we had the buy signal here, up and away it went. We always take a little profit if the prices hit the bands. Those are great places to take profit for clients who trade more than one contract, which is most everybody. Notice how accurate these dots are. They scare me sometimes. They're so accurate. Look how we put those blue dots in there about 10 minutes before this even happened. Actually, 20 minutes. The prices come crashing down where they stop at the blue dot. 6 times. It's like amazing. How did AbleTrend know to put those blue dots there before it even happened? How did AbleTrend know there was a wall of support there that really was going to block the price from going any further lower? Well, that's the algorithm that works so well. Hit the blue dot 5 or 6 times, bounced off of it, and shot up. If you have blue dots below the price, stay in the trade. You're safe. Don't do like everybody else and gets out too early and misses out on a big trend. Stay in the trade if you've got the blue dots below. You're safe. And then there's only 2 exit rules. A stop out, which means it goes under the blue dots to the previous lower row of blue dots, or you get a red bar, whichever comes first. And the bar has to close. If you're looking at a 1 minute bar, you've got to wait till the 1 minute's over. If it's a 3 minute, you've got to wait till the 3 minutes. If it's a daily bar, you've got to wait till the end of the day. Whichever comes first. There's only 2 exit rules. An opposite colored bar Red is down and blue is up. So red and blue are opposites in April trend. So if you're on a buy signal and a red bar comes up, we're out. Or if it goes under the blue dots to the second lower row of blue dots, we're out. If neither one of those two things happen, we'll stay in it forever. That means you're still safe. You're in an uptrend. Stay in the trade. The same way, the opposite comes true. Now, obviously, we're not going short here because of the blue dots below. It's a simple rule. We don't go short if there's blue dots below. We don't buy if there's red dots above. That's all it is. Now we can go short. Triple confirmation sell signal. Red bar, red small dot, red big dot. Gotta love it. Now, it just went sideways for about an hour, actually 2 hours. But we stayed in the trade. There's the key. When everybody else is getting out too early and missing out on profit, April trend stays in the trade. You have the red dots above. The red dots are the opposite of the blue dots. They block or stop the prices from going any further higher. So that means you have a wall of protection there. You're safe. You're in a downtrend. Stay in the trade. And that worked out well. We're still in the trade right now, actually. But as you know, as you see all these green bars, about 30 in a row, what does that mean? It means it's just going to go sideways. It always does this time of the day. Green bars, neutral. Correct. Yes, sir. And I'll take a look at the mini NASDAQ because this is a really choppy, ugly day, and that's a great way to test April trend. And plus, it's our most popular asked for chart that people like to trade. And it's been really profitable this year. It's been a couple of rough days this week and last week, but overall it's been super. Just have to have the patience to stick with it. That's the hard part. And you can see over here, 1 minute, 3 minute, all these red dots means we're not going to take any of these buy signals because there's a wall. There's like a brick wall there that's going to block it from going higher. Look how the price went right to the red dot and stopped. We put that red dot in there 12 minutes before that happened. Again, 4 times it goes to the red dot, stops, bounces off it, and goes back down. We put those red dots in there 12 minutes before that happened. You've got 4 more times when the prices went right up to the red dot and stopped. I mean, that's just downright scary how accurate that is. There really was a wall of resistance there, and we're not going to buy if there's red dots above. It means don't do it. It's too risky. Yes, it is, Skip. This is the TS chart with both time frames. If you compare it to the old chart, it's not a big difference, but there's just enough of a difference to make it more profitable. Okay, we're not going to go short here or here because one of the rules is we don't go short if the red bar touches the red line. So we're not going to do that any one of those places there. So there's where we're finally going to go short, and that one worked out well because it hit the bottom band. Take some profit when it hits that bottom band, and it dropped about 12 points. Actually, it was 15 points right after April trend gave the sell signal where you had triple confirmation, red bar, red small dot, and a red big dot. And right after that, boom, that thing dropped nicely, about 12, 15 points. And it hit the bottom band, take a little profit when it does that. And then we're completely stopped out here because it goes to the previous higher red dot, just like we had the previous lower blue dot. Well, obviously when we're going short, everything's the opposite. If it goes above the red dots like it did right here, and it goes to the previous higher red dot, ooh, we don't want that because now we're stopped down. Buy signal comes in here, no trade zone, red dots above. Obviously, we don't take it. However, 2 bars later, triple confirmation. It's nice when you use TS. Everything comes in together. Also, you'll see it'll be more lined up more evenly. I think you'll like that too. Gene says it's a taken retracement. Absolutely. Yes, sir. And you can see here, anybody who took this signal today, about 11:10 Eastern, look at this nice signal right here. Wow, that was a beauty. Big time winner here. And you've got to stay in these trades. You've got to pick up the big winners. Some days we're 50-50, some days we're 40-60. You say, well, how could you win? Because the 4 winning trades are so much bigger than the 6 losing trades, you come way ahead. You've got to catch the big trades. If you don't, can't win. Able trend or no able trend, you can't win. So we had a beautiful buy signal right here. And this one turned out nice. That was an 18-point winner right there. Up and away it went. Nice profit-taking position here. And I'm going to introduce the Able Trend SIG indicator on Thursday on the advanced webinar. And I think you're going to like what you see with that one. What does that do? It helps us to get into trades even when it's more than 10 points away from the dots. Because sometimes it is, and you get the big move. You don't want to get shut out of those big moves. I'll talk about that more on Thursday. I got a little more testing to do, but I've been testing that one for a while. No trade zone here. And then we had a really nice sell signal here. Actually, it wasn't such a nice signal. We only picked up a couple of points on that trade. Okay. We have a no trade zone there. That's a sell signal there, and I want to point out that's a losing trade. We gave back about 8 points on that trade. So got to be fair about it. We were up about 30 points going into the trade, but we gave back 8. And I like to stretch it to 10 because I like to make the losing trades bigger than they are. Not exaggerate and say smaller. So now about plus 25, 30. We'll call it 25. Well, we're going to lose another 5 points on that trade right there. Got to be fair about it. So went in about 20 points. So I like to, even though it's a little more, I'm going to always say a little less. No trade zone here. Obviously, any red or blue together, it's an easy to see. Any red or blue together means stay away. That's it. The two time frames are in disagreement with each other. Buy signal here, we break even. If you're a multiple contract trader, you take a little profit on that one because it popped up 3 points and hit the upper band. And then a no trade zone. And then we had a nice little trade over here. Triple confirmation buy signal. 1 hour exactly before the market closed, and we were stopped out there. But that one worked out okay. It's about a 5 point winner. 5 points is $100 per contract for just one lot. And then a no trade zone, and that's the end of the day. So good stuff, really helpful. Simply switch Abletrend TS for Abletrend 2 on the higher time frame. I think you'll find you'll like it a little bit better. Done a lot of testing on it, and it works a little bit better. So I'm always here to help. That's one of the reasons for these webinars is to update everybody on any improvements. How often does the price exceed the upper low band? Not that often, no. Not that often, but when it does happen, it's a great place to take some profit, William. Especially if you trade multiple contracts. We have clients who tell me they're trading 10, 20, 50 contracts at a time using Abletrend's signals all day long. If you just trade anything more than one, we would definitely take profit when it hits the bands because it generally bounces off of that. Why not get flat at the band? And because sometimes like this happens, it keeps on running. So we're playing the percentages. You can get flat if you like. That's fine. We don't. But if you're trading multiple contracts, we're going to take one off here. Look what happened. It kept on going. In fact, it went up another 10 points after that. So pretty cool stuff. Josie, does it overlay on Thinkorswim? No, it's the reverse. You can get the Thinkorswim data into Abletrend. But no, it doesn't overlay on Thinkorswim. You can get the Thinkorswim stocks data. They won't give the futures data. I wish they would. Make our life and everybody else's a lot easier. They will not. How can we figure out the noise? That's what the guidance chart is doing for you, Harry. It's blocking out the noise. Look, here's some noise right here. It went sideways. No trade. No trade. Look at all these no trade zones. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You were like 10 no trade zones that blocked out a ton of noise that nobody else had but Abletrend users. Everybody else got killed today. It was a bad day today for everyone else. It was a huge losing day. Abletrend indicators? Nope. We had a winning day because of the guidance chart. We filtered out 10 potential sideways choppy markets that no other indicator in the world, because it's ours, so it's exclusive to us, nobody else picked that up but the Abletrend. That's the beautiful thing, and that's why you get so many less losing trades with Abletrend than every other indicator out there. And I guarantee there'll be losing trades and losing days. You can mark it down. I'm not here to mislead you, but you're going to get so many less losing trades because of all these no trade zones that blocks out so much noise, and that's so important. These are 1 minute bars with a 3 minute guidance chart, the 3 minute bigger dots. In other words, this is a 1 minute, 3 minute combination. That's what makes it work so well. It's 2 time frames combined into 1 chart. You're welcome, Gene. You're welcome, Harry. Essa, is it easy on the NT add-on to install Abletrend? It's very easy. It takes about 2 minutes. Gary, what your ratio to take off? What your ratio to take off? Sorry, Gary, I don't. Maybe you need to write that. I don't know what that means. Kyle, so run Abletrend TS on both charts. Is that what you're saying? That's all it is, Kyle. Yes, sir. Josie, so if you're trading futures, think of swim. If you're trading futures, we recommend Infinity Futures, and they will give you a free feed for 1 month, which is nice of them because it's, it costs a couple $100. You're welcome, Deborah. Kyle, you're welcome. Yes, Josie, just use the free demo account at Infinity Futures, and that data will come into Abletrend. If you're a futures trader. How much does it charge you after the first month? No charge if you have an account with them. Or you can just simply buy the data feed, use any broker you like, and you can buy the data feed from eSignal. It's going to cost you about $200 a month, but many people do that. They find it's more convenient. They trade in thousands of dollars. They say, hey, you know what? It's the cost of doing business. That's up to you. I always give everybody the lowest cost way to do it. Does it work on Ninja, Mohammed says? Absolutely. We have thousands of clients who use our indicators inside of Ninja, and it works best with NinjaTrader 8. All you have to do on our website, ablesys.com, is when you order it, you order the NinjaTrader add-on, not Abletrend 7. You order the NinjaTrader add-on, and then you get the Abletrend indicators inside of Ninja. It works excellent. Same signals, same colors and dots. Harry says if you're in a trade and the green bars appear, like I said, Harry, it just means stay in the trade. This price is probably going to go a little sideways. I repeat, there's only 2 exit rules, and only 2. When you get stopped out, the price goes under the blue dot, and it goes to that previous lower level or row of blue dots, or if the bar turns to red. Those are the only 2 rules to get out. Otherwise, stay in it, because you'd be getting out too early and possibly giving up a lot of profit. Excellent questions, everybody, by the way. You're all asking very good questions. Deborah says, okay, take profit at the bands, especially if you trade more than 1 contract. If you're a real scalper who just stays in the trade very quickly, you can take profit at the bands. If you just trade in like 1 lot and you want to get out at the bands, that's fine. It's not the Abletrend way to do it, but that's up to you if you like to. We stay in the trend until we get only those 2 exit rules, so stop out or an opposite colored bar. But if you trade multiple contracts, you definitely take some profit at the band, because this way you lock in some profit. You can't lose on the trade. Now you're more relaxed on the rest of the trade. You know you're going to make some money. The whole key with trading is really to be relaxed and to be disciplined. And if you can take a little profit when it hits the band, terrific. Works out best that way. All right, everybody, thanks for being here. I'm always happy to help. Stay in touch. You know where you can find me. Always here, always great to help. We would take, Gary says he's trading 10 contract, would take half off. Just to keep it simple, take half off when it hits the bands. If it hits the band again, take another one off. If it hits it again, take another one off. Harry, if you're long, when the green bar touches, any colored bar touches the band, take a little piece of your trade off. Yes, sir. You're welcome, Gary and Harry. Thanks for being here, everyone. Stay in touch. Let me know how you're doing. If you have any questions, just call me and we can look at some charts together live anytime, morning or afternoon. I'm here all day, Monday to Friday. Always glad to help everybody. So anything I can do for you, let me know. Have a good night.